Today I wanted to do a short video just on maintenance of a standard combination square. And the two squares I picked out to use as a demonstration model is a fairly inexpensive square that I purchased in the summer of 1973. And this one has been used a lot and not really babied. It was an inexpensive square. This is a little better quality square that my grandfather J.B. Kelly probably purchased sometime back in the 1930s or 40s. It's a cast iron head in a little bit of a unique model that is 9 inches long, and it would be pretty hard to find one like that on the marketplace today. Both squares have been used, not babied, and like this square, if you try to slide the head off the end, you can see where it's been dropped, and it's got a little dent on the end that keeps it from sliding off easily. And this square also has a lot of nicks along the edge, just where it's banged into different things and dented it, and prevents it from being able to slide quite as nice as it should. The first step would be to take the square apart, and that's just simply loosening the thumb screw and sliding the head off. And then it's very tempting to just take a piece of sandpaper and work on the blade a little bit. But if you just hand hold a piece of sandpaper, you're very likely to sand some of the numbers off. And so having a very flat surface to sand, or to knock the nicks back down to a uniform height, is very important. A fine diamond sharpening stone works very well for this application. Very simply, put a little bit of WD-40 on the surface, and then lay the blade dead flat, work it back and forth. Doesn't take a lot, just simply work down the full length of the blade. Turn the blade over. You can feel, I can feel there's a nick that initially caught. Now it's smoothed out. You can see right here there's a little bit of a nick. And then up here on the edge, you want to do this very conservatively. Just 2 or 3 strokes along the edge. Maybe lean it slightly to the side for 1 or 2 strokes. Now if we wipe off our blade, you can see where some of the high spots were that it smoothed out. Just wiping our paper towel along the surface, we feel it a lot smoother. And we've got a lot smoother blade now that should be ready to go for many more years to come. Finally, we put it back together, and just to show it slides very nicely now. And so this was a very inexpensive square. It's had 45 years of a lot of use, and it still works great to this day. For the 9-inch square, we'll do the exact same procedure. We'll slide it apart, place it on the stone, make a few strokes. I can feel the nick being really rough for the first few strokes. Now I can feel that it's smoothed out. The nick's gone. Turn over. Deburr the edge. And clean up the blade. And then finally we'll put it back together to see how well it slides now. And this one also works a lot nicer. I'll probably put a couple of drops of oil on it and it'll be good for another 50 years.